St. Margaret Red Knights. Your Eagles, led by their head coach Todd Walsh, coming off a dual loss to St. Louis Park to open up their 2020-21 season. The Eagles will be led by a host of section finalist returnees from last year's team, including Nathaniel Schuler, who was the top 8 finisher in the 100 backstroke last year in Section 2A. First event is ready to roll here at Oak Grove Middle School. This is the 200 medley relay. This is going to be 2 lengths of the pool: backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, freestyle by each member in that order. And they're swimming. Benilde will be at the bottom of your screen in lanes 1 through 3. Kennedy will be in lanes 4 through 6, which are at the top of the screen. Lane 6 at the very top. In the water right now, in the lead, that's Liam Noble. That is one of their big dogs here at Benilde as he starts off this 200 medley relay. This is a varsity heat. Typically, we will have a junior varsity heat prior to the heat, but we do not have the JV heat here tonight for the medley. So we are straight into the varsity portion of this. Nathaniel Schuler led things off for Kennedy in lane number 4. Sam Fernhaber is now doing breaststroke. Benilde's breaststroke is Joey Sandhofner. Diving in butterfly now. Excudia Cardenas. Jorge is doing the butterfly for that's for Kennedy. Samuel Haddad for Benilde. Scoring for the relays: 8 points for first, 4 for second, 3 for third. Can't score more than 2 relays in 1 relay event. Anchoring right now for Benilde is Eddie Hollahan. And for Kennedy, Tyler Kaufman, a sophomore. That's your top 2 relays. Right now, Benilde's looking like they're going to run away with third place. So Benilde holding on to their medley relay here as they will win this first relay by about 2 body lengths with a time of 151.43. So Benilde, as their second place or their second relay comes in, Mason Rocala anchoring that relay. Samuel Gardner will finish things up for the Eagles. And Benilde will win the event by taking first and third. They'll win the event 10-4. Next up, we go once again straight to a varsity heat. In fact, I'm looking at the rest of the day, or the rest of the night here. We'll have a junior varsity heat and maybe 2 individual events throughout the night. So most of this is going to be right into the varsity portion, and our first individual event of the evening will be doing just that here in the varsity 200 freestyle. For Benilde, remember they'll be in lanes 1 through 3, 1 being at the bottom of the screen. Parker Roos in lane 1, Maxwell Freetag in lane 2, and Liam Noble in lane 3. For Kennedy in the middle of the pool, Kyle Schletty in lane 4, Caden Nicholson in 5, and Colin Bustos in lane 6 at the top of the screen. I mentioned that Liam Noble, he led off the 200 medley relay not more than 2 minutes ago. He was a top 8 finisher at the Class A state meet last year in the 50 freestyle and the 100 backstroke. He took 6th, 8th, respectively, at the state meet last year. So he is back looking to improve upon those numbers. Benilde took 11th at the Class A state meet, and most of their big guns are back this year. So this team is looking to place in the top 10 in the Class A state meet this year. Kennedy, numerous section finalists back from last year. As I mentioned, I think they have 7, I counted earlier today, 7 section finalists from last year returning to this year's team. they'll be looking to make another step, possibly, to the state championships this year. Liam here early in the 200 freestyle. Second place right now, also Benilde, is Maxwell Freitag. About a body length and a half lead on the two Kennedy swimmers, Schletty and Nicholson. Liam Noble not pushing it here, as there's not going to be much rest here tonight in between events with no junior varsity, so he's got a lengthy lead right now, and that's all he cares about. Freitag right now, about a 2 body length lead on the two Kennedy swimmers, Nicholson and Schletty. There's your first place finisher, Liam Noble. With a relaxed 201.77 for Liam coming off that medley relay. Maxwell Freitag will second for Benilde. Third place, a battle, two teammates. As lane 4, Schletty will take third, Nicholson fourth for Kennedy, and Parker Roos will round out the scoring in fifth for Benilde. So Benilde will win the event 11-5, which will put up their score up to 21-9. Benilde 2-1 on the year right now, as they beat Jefferson across town last week, and they also beat Mound West Tonka in a triangular meet with Orono. They did lose that Orono portion, so they're 2-1 going into this meet. Next up, this is the varsity 200 individual. 2 lengths of the pool here, butterfly, breaststroke, and freestyle in that order. In the water, we have for Benilde in lane number 2 at the bottom of the screen, Joey Sandhofer. And lane 3 in the middle of the pool, Mason Ricala. For the Eagles, we have lane 4, Nathaniel Schuler, and lane 5, Angel Romero at the top of the screen. Right now, it is Schuler. Schuler was a section finalist in this 200 individual medley, also along with that 100 backstroke last year. As he lengthens his lead here on the two Benilde swimmers, Sandhofer and Ricala. Romero trying to stay close to give a battle for second or third. He's about a body length back as they approach the halfway point of the 200 individual medley. Individual scoring for the events is 6 points for first, 4 for 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 point for fifth. You can't score more than 3 swimmers in individual event. And they remain where they started. Schuler, a comfortable lead in first on the breaststroke leg, with 2 red knights, Sandhofer and Ricala battling for second place, and Angel Romero now has faded back to about 3 body lengths back, securing fourth place. They finish up this 200 individual medley. Joey Sandhofer now taking control of second place over his teammate Ricala. Although turned by Ricala, putting him with it. He's battling back. He may overtake second now. He was a good half a body length back. But your winner is going to be Schuler from Kennedy. Second is going to be a battle right under the touch, and finish. Great finish by Mason Ricala in lane number 3. He will take second by mere tenths of seconds. We're talking 4/10 of a second there, the difference between the two. Great last length by Mason. And fourth place will go to Kennedy, an important fourth, as that will give them 2 more points. And they will win the event 8-7. That'll put the score at 28 for Benilde and 17 for your Eagles. Next up will be the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. This is 2 lengths of the pool. Benilde will have 1 swimmer in the water, Patrick Mohabir. Kennedy will offer up 3 swimmers, Henry Fernhaber, Ryan Von Ruden, and Samuel Wiley. Fernhaber in lane 4 in the middle of the pool, Wiley at the top of the screen in lane number 6, and him and Ryan Von Ruden battling for first early. They go into the turn, they come out, and they're even. It's going to come down to who wants it more here in the last 10 yards. Ryan Von Ruden trying to inch his way ahead of his teammate. Von Ruden and Wiley at the touch. And it's going to be Wiley with a great touch at the end. Ryan Von Ruden will take second. And we'll move to the varsity portion. Full heat here on the varsity side. Benilde will have Samuel Ad in lane 3, Parker Roos in 2, and Gabriel in lane 1. For your Eagles, Tyler Kaufman in the middle of the pool in lane number 4, Sam Nicholson in 5, and Jaden Grace in lane number 6. Once again, lane 6 at the top of your screen, lane 1 at the bottom. And they're swimming. Middle of the pool. Lane 4, Tyler Kaufman for the Eagles at the flip. He is in the lead. Samuel Haddad trying to close the gap here on the back half. Second and third, and it's going to go down to a touch also. And there's your winner, 24.73. Kaufman will win it for the Eagles, their second victory here tonight. Sam Nicholson will take 3rd place. Jaden Grace will take 4th place. So Kennedy with an impressive 50 freestyle. They will win that event 11-5, and that will cut into Benilde's lead here. In fact, after the 50 freestyle, right now we have it unofficially to score at Benilde 33, your Kennedy Eagles 28. So we're done through the first half of this meet, and we've got through the first half of the swimming portion. We have the diving portion coming up. Enjoy the diving. I'll be back for the 100 butterfly, which is our first event out of the break. You're watching BEC-TV and Kennedy High School boys swimming. This is the varsity portion of the 100 butterfly. Diving, Kennedy won first and second. Benilde had nobody in the event, so Kennedy will win the event 10-0, and that will give Kennedy a 38-33 lead as we approach the second half of the swimming here tonight. Like I said, in the water is the 100 butterfly. This is the varsity heat. Right now, first place in lane number 3, that's Samuel Haddad. And in lane number 2, Eddie Hollahan from Benilde. Third place at the top of your screen, that is Jorge Escuda Cardenas. And he will take third. So Benilde with first and second. Kennedy will end up third and fourth place as Cole Harkin will bring in the fourth place and round up the scoring here in the 100 butterfly. So Benilde trying to get back what they lost here in diving immediately as they will win this event 10-5. And through the 100 butterfly, with Benilde winning that event 10-5, will put the score at 43-43 as we go into the 100 freestyle. This 100 freestyle event, this will be a junior varsity heat of the 100 freestyle to start things here in this event. Two Kennedy swimmers, that's all we have here in the junior varsity heat. Drew Von Ruden in lane 5 and Henry Fernhaber in lane 6 at the top of the screen. Diving results, like I mentioned before, Kennedy won 10-0. Benilde had no divers. Sam Nicholson was second place, and Sam Gardner was your winner here tonight in the diving. Both are freshmen for the Eagles. So we're putting them right back in contention, and we're looking at a tie meet going into the 100 freestyle here. Drew Von Ruden all over this junior varsity 100 freestyle as he is starting to stretch his lead now to about a 4 body length lead with 1 length to go. Coming up in this varsity 100 free, the Eagles will have Tyler Kaufman, Colin Bustos, and Ryan Von Ruden. Benilde will have Lucas Hanel, Gabriel Lucas, and Patrick Mohabir. There's your finish for Drew Von Ruden, your winner of the JV 100 freestyle with a time of 122.47. So we move to the varsity portion in the time. We're talking 43-43 going into this event. Four individual events left here this evening, 2 relay events. And they're swimming right off the bat, Tyler Kaufman taking control race from the beginning. Lucas Hanel will bid for second here as a body length behind after the first length. Kennedy looking in really good shape here in first, third, and fourth as they approach the halfway point of this 100 freestyle. Kennedy trying to make a huge statement in the Metro West here tonight. Right now, it looks like that statement is coming in clear as they are going to walk with this first, third, and fourth as all three of the Eagles in comfortable spots here. Tyler Kaufman is going to walk with this. Sophomore will touch at a 55.06, your winner. Second going to Hanel from Benilde, and third and fourth at the top of the screen, that's Gabriel Lucas and Patrick Mohabir, Colin Bustos and Ryan Von Ruden will take third and fourth. So the Eagles will win that event 11-5. That will put their lead up to 54-48 as the Eagles will go into the next event with a 6-point lead. Next up is the varsity heat of the 500 freestyle. And they're swimming. For Benilde in the middle of the pool, Liam Noble. Lane 2 at the bottom of the screen, Charles Scheidemann. For the Eagles, Kyle Schletty in lane number 4 in the middle of the screen, Caden Nicholson in lane 5, and Jaden Grace rounds out the field at the top of the screen. Liam Noble will not have any competition here as he will take first. Right now, the important place is vying for that second place finish as Charles Scheidemann, sophomore from Benilde right now, with an early lead on Schletty from Kennedy. That's going to be the important race here as Liam Noble pulls from the field. This is 20 lengths of the pool. This is the high school swimming. Right now, Benilde trying to get themselves back into this meet. 6-point deficit going into this event. Scheidemann now has stretched out his lead in second place now as he has swam 150 yards as he approaches length 7 here of 20. You see each swimmer, they counter at the opposite end of the starting end for them that they stick into the water to let the swimmers know what length they are on. At times you'll see the card shaken or flipped upside down. Their coaches giving them signals that they're off pace. All of them looking for that orange as number 9, length 19 will show at double orange, telling them 1 length to go. Liam Noble out for a nice little stride here as he stretches his lead to about 20 yards over his own teammate, Charles Scheidemann. Third place now, probably a good 4 body lengths back, Kyle Schletty from the Eagles, as the kids start to look like they're separating here. Going to be tough to change places at this point. If Schletty's going to make a move at any point on Scheidemann, he needs to get on his high horse and start that now with about 9 lengths to go. So if this holds, Benilde will win the event 10-6. Which will make it a 2-point meet going into the last 4 events here this evening. This would be a huge major upset in the Metro West. Both teams short-handed here tonight due to COVID reasons. But they've been given the okay to participate tonight. So Benilde coming in short-handed, Benilde coming in a bit short-handed. So both teams coming in short-handed. Right now, all that matters to Kennedy is that scoreboard, and that's a 5-point. They have it as a 5-point lead right now before Kennedy at 53-48. I had it officially at 50-48. So there must have been a disqualification in that last event for 5th. So the lead is 54. And now they have changed it, 54-48. That was right after all. All right, we got Liam Noble finishing up here this 500 freestyle. Scheidemann is got a good, comfortable length lead on Schletty as the bell lap happens to the leader with 2 lengths to go. Coming up will be the 200 freestyle relay. Two relays that are left here this evening. These relays are going to be crucial here down the stretch, as this meet is going to be right down to the wire. Noble touches here in lane 3, time 5:27.20. Scheidemann now flipping going into his last length. Important second place there for Benilde. So Benilde's 2 swimmers will touch and they'll gather up 10 points for the Red Knights. Kennedy will round out the field with Schletty, Nicholson, and Grace in that order. So they'll gather up 6 points as Kyle Schletty touches, the senior. The time is 6:15.15. Next up is the 200 freestyle relay. No junior varsity, so we're going to go straight into the varsity heat. We'll have 2 Kennedy relays and 2 Red Knight relays. Kennedy in their A relay in lane number 4 will have Sam Nicholson leading off. Sam Fernhaber going 2nd. Jaden Grace going 3rd, and Kyle Schletty going 4th. Both Jaden and Kyle coming out of the 500 freestyle. Their second relay will have Sam Gardner. Just got off the diving board a few minutes ago. Colin Bush, Caden Nicholson, Cole Harkin. That'll be in lane number 5 at the top of your screen. Benilde will counter with Mason Rocala, Lucas Hanel, Liam Noble, and Charles Scheidemann. Both Liam and Charles coming out of the 500 freestyle. They'll also have in lane number 2 Joey Sandhofner, Parker Roos, Gabriel Lucas, and Patrick Mohabir. I'm going to have trouble with that all night long. Two-point meet going into this relay. Once again, the relay scoring goes 8 points for first, 4 for second, 2 for third. You can't score more than 2 relays. No worries here since neither team has more than 2 relays. first place will be huge. Get that 8 points. If you're surrendering first, you could still limit the damage by taking that second and third with the other 2 relays. So this could swing. They got Liam Noble in this relay for Benilde. He is, by and large, head and shoulders above any other swimmer here. So it'll be interesting to see if Kennedy can combine 4 kids to counter what Noble's going to put into his 2 lengths. Noble will be going 3rd on the relay for Benilde in lane number 3. Rokala and Sandhoffner for Benilde. Nicholson in 4, Gardner in 5. Right now, both Benilde relays flexing their muscles here at the leadoff. It's going to be important right now. Kennedy's relay almost out of the race at this point as the second legs dive in. Lucas Hanel and Parker Roos for the Red Knights. Sam Fernhaber for Kennedy. Fernhaber had a little technical difficulties as it looks like his goggles are on his mouth right now, but he's still fighting through it. Right now, Benilde looking like they're going to win at least one of these relays as Noble is going to dive in with the lead and nobody's touching him. Second place is going to be important here. You do not want Benilde takes first and second. Jaden Grace trying to do what he can. That's Adriel Lucas for the Red Knights. Jaden Grace coming out of the 500 and trying to solidify that second place finish for Kennedy. As Benilde's number 1 relay, Charles Scheidemann now in the water. Kennedy will counter with Kyle Schletty diving. Benilde now with Patrick Mohabir. And Benilde trying to hold on to that third place finish, and it's going to be tight here. Cole Harkin now diving, or trying to bring it home, and he has surpassed Benilde's relay. This is huge because it turns the score from 10-4 win to Benilde to be at an 8-6 win. Great anchor leg by Cole Harkin to secure that third place finish. Benilde will win the event, but they will only win it 8-6, thanks to Cole Harkin's anchor leg there. So as we started earlier, we are still right where we started the meet. We are in a 66-66 tie. Into the 100 backstroke, we're going to go straight into the varsity heat. Varsity heat of the 100 backstroke in the water. This is one of the last 2 individual events here this evening in a tie meet. Here Eagles in lane 4, Nathaniel Schuler. In lane 5, Jorge Escuda Cardenas in lane 5. And in lane 6 at the top of the screen, Drew Von Ruden. For the Red Knights, Maxwell Freetech, lane 3, and Eddie Hollahan, bottom of the screen, lane 2. Kennedy looking like they're trying to solidify a lot here as the first and second right now at the halfway point. Schuler and Freetag, early leads. Benilde sitting 3rd and 4th. No one's touching Nathaniel Schuler at this point as he is walking away with this. This was the top 8 finisher in Section 2A last year in this event. Second place right now. Escuda Cardenas for Kennedy. 3rd and 4th for Benilde, Freetag and Hollahan. And that's the way they're going to finish, as there is your top 2 finishers from Kennedy taking first and second, and they will wrap up fifth place with Drew Van Ruden here. So they'll win this event 11-5. That'll put the unofficial score at Kennedy 77, Benilde St. Margaret 71. As we move to the varsity portion of the 100 breaststroke. This is our last individual event this evening. Kennedy will have Sam Fernhaber and Angel Romero in lanes 4 and 5 respectively. Benilde, middle of the pool, Joey Sandhofner, Charles Scheidemann in lane 2, and at the bottom of your screen, Lucas Hanel. So Benilde will guarantee themselves 3 finishes here in the 5, which will be an advantage, but they're down by 6 going into this event. Benilde missing a lot of their top guns here today, which has left the door open here for the Eagles for a big upset victory here. And they're swimming. Fernhaber and Romero for the Eagles. Sandhofner and Scheidemann right now battling for first through third. Extremely important here, Fernhaber, to maybe split these 2 Red Knights. As Sandhofner now with about a body length lead. Second place up perhaps between Scheidemann and Fernhaber. Scheidemann starting to make a move here on the 3rd length, which is the length you want to do it on. See what these turns look like as they come off the wall. Who's going to have the advantage? It's going to be Fernhaber coming all. Great underwater work by Sam to put him in a position, but here comes Charles Scheidemann. First place locked up with Sandhofner. Second place is going to go down to the touch, and it goes to Scheidemann for Benilde. Huge. 5th place and 4th now battled, and Angel Romero will end up 5th for Kennedy. Lucas Hamel from Benilde will end up 4th. So 1st, 2nd, and 4th going to Benilde. That's going to be big coming into this 400 freestyle relay, as Benilde will win the event 12-4. And unofficially, that puts the score at Benilde 83, Kennedy 81, going into the 400 freestyle relay. This is the junior varsity 400 freestyle relay. Henry Fernhaber in the water. Ryan Van Ruden will go 2nd. Drew Van Ruden will go 3rd. And Cole Harkin will be anchoring. This is the junior varsity of the 400 freestyle relay. Now keep in mind, we go into this 400 freestyle relay. Liam Noble available for the 400 freestyle relay, Benilde. 83, 81. Scoreboard right now is 82-82. I believe the officials have it at 83-81. They're double checking with each other right now. Junior varsity 400 free relay, slightly important going into the last event. Well, this is going to be fun going into this 400 freestyle relay. It only has 1 relay, so it's got to win. And then it really, at this point, if Benilde wins the relay, they will win the meet. If they don't, they won't. Kennedy has 2 relays available to them here for the 400 freestyle relay. Benilde will only have 1 relay, so that 1 relay has to win, has to grab the 8 points. Officials are still checking over their scores here during the JV 400 freestyle relay. In the water right now is Ryan van Ruden. Drew van Ruden will end up 3rd here. He's about to dive in. This junior varsity 400 freestyle relay, we got 3 8th graders and a 7th grader. Bit of a look into the future here for Kennedy. Official now is talking to the official scorer to see if they're making any changes here to the score. But at this point, it really doesn't matter because it's up to Benilde winning the relay. Drew van Ruden doing his leg here, the 3rd leg of this 400 freestyle relay. Now, here's what it's going to look like on the varsity portion. Benilde will have in lane 3, leading off Mason Rocala. Going 2nd will Samuel Haddad. 3rd will Freetag, and anchoring Eddie Hollahan for the Eagles. In lane 4 will be in the middle of the Daniel Jorge Escuda Cardenas going 2nd. Kyle Schletty going 3rd, and Tyler Kaufman going 4th. To me, that looks like it's absolutely loaded up for Kennedy. In lane number 5 will be Caden Nicholson leading things off for Kennedy. Angel Romero 2nd. Colin Bustos going 3rd, and Sam Fernhaber going 4th. Kids are missing here tonight for Benilde. No Ryan Long, no Casey Trinville. Both were top 8 section finalists last year for this team. In fact, Trinville had won 3 events so far through 3 meets this year. And Long has been defeated, got 4 wins, 4 races through their first really 2 meets. So big losses for Benilde to come in here, but I don't think Kennedy is going to apologize if they end up walking out with a victory here tonight. Last leg here is Cole Harkin will finish up the junior varsity 400 freestyle relay with a time of 5:32.72. So we are onward to the main event here, the 400 freestyle relay. They have not changed the score up there, so right now it looks like it is an 82-2 meet. Either way, it comes down to Benilde winning this event or not. And they're swimming right off the bat. Right off the bat, Schuler getting a lead off the start. Rocala, that's only an 8th grader in the water for Benilde right now, about a half a body length back. Schuler and Rocala at the 50 mark. This first leg coming up in the second leg here for the Eagles. Escudia Cardenas against Samuel Haddad. 8th grader held tough here. He's about a body length back from Schuler. And he's battling back here on the last length. He's closing it in just a little bit. Samuel Haddad in the water for Benilde. Haddad is a breaststroker here in the 400 freestyle. He owns the Benilde St. Margaret team record in breaststroke, but this is not breaststroke. Jorge at the turn, 2 lengths to go, and Haddad has closed all of the gap, and they are neck and neck, even. Last turn is going to tell a lot here. They go into the turn. Haddad comes out in the lead. Benilde has overtaken Kennedy's A relay as Haddad now stretches it. He's going to get it to about a body length lead here at the halfway point of this 400 freestyle relays. These 2 relays are going to decide the meet. Schletty in the water for the Eagles. Freitag in the water for the Knights. Oh, this is going to come down to it, isn't it? Benilde now stretching their lead to a body length and a half, maybe even 2 body lengths. It's going to come all down to this anchor leg. Benilde with fantastic middle leg. Stretch the lead now here to 3 body lengths. As Haddad and Freitag have done their job, they have given Eddie Holohan, the senior, a big lead here going into the anchor leg. Tyler Kaufman, Kennedy's best freestyler, about to chase him down. We'll see if he's got enough real estate. And they, believe it or not, they have changed the score now. It is 83-81 Benilde going into this relay. Lots of water out there to make up. Kaufman doing his best to try to close the gap, but Holohan had a huge lead going into this. We'll see. Oh, this is going to be tight. Holohan dying a little bit here on this third length. Tyler Kaufman closing the gap. This is going to come right down to the finish. Oh my, body length back. Not many people here to watch, but this place is packed. Benilde is going to hold off Kaufman, and Benilde will end up first place. Fantastic effort by Tyler Kaufman on the anchor of that. Boy, that last turn he gained about a half a body length, which was fantastic. Great effort by both kids. Eddie Holland, boy, I tell you, he's tired. And after that thing, first 50, hung on, literally hung on to that last 50. What a great meet. As the Eagles will finish up here, Sam Fernhaber anchoring the Kennedy second relay. That'll guarantee a third place here. Barring any disqualifications, which I do not think we saw. Doesn't get much better than that for a swimming dual meet here, and unofficially, this will make it a Benilde 91, Kennedy 87. We'll wait for the official announcement here, but great job by both teams. It's great to be back competing and being in this kind of an environment for all of these guys. It's fantastic. We know both teams were shorthanded here tonight, but the fact that they were here tonight and put on a show that they did for all you at home and the people that are here, that's fantastic. That's awesome. As we wait the final score, I have it at Benilde 91. Hold on, here it is. There's your final score. So Benilde eking out a victory here. We will see Benilde get full strength here through the course of the winter, and this is a team that's going to be top 10 in Class A. So nothing to hold your heads about here tonight for the Eagles. They competed extremely hard against a team that is looking for bigger things down the line. Fantastic evening. Once again, your final score here from Oak Grove Middle School. Benilde St. Margaret 91, your Kennedy Eagles 87. You've been watching BEC-TV. I'm Jeff Lee. Stay tuned for more boys high school swimming, both on Jefferson and Kennedy throughout the winter here on BEC-TV. Have a great night.